Oh, there it is. Finally. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, hello, there we are. We've got a warm up here for you in front of your 5-day weekend. Will you go ahead and solve those as best you can? We're going to look at those together here in just a moment. Then we'll have a self assessment to do, and we should be in really good shape. All right, go ahead and get to it. Pause the video, and away we go. Okay, everybody. Can I get you back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? All right, here we go. Whew. All right, let's see if I can get a little bit of help out there. We're going to start with, that's going to be Miss Leah. How did you start number 1? Excellent. So we're doing the opposite order of operations. So in order to get rid of a +7, you have to do a -7. Go ahead and stop that, please. Guys, it's fine. Okay, there we go. 4c equals, and you got to be really careful with that, -5 minus 7. That should be -12. Oh, is it frozen? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. It should be a -12. You guys got to be careful with that because a lot of the times people will think that's 2, but it's -5 minus 7. And guys, how many of you are feeling yourselves making simple mistakes just because you're solving equations, like mistakes that you don't normally make? Yeah. So don't be alarmed or embarrassed to use your calculator. Will you guys go ahead and put your Chromebooks at half mast if you haven't already? I would really appreciate that. Let me see here. Let me get to my calculator just to kind of prove that honestly, even I require a calculator time to time. Let's see here. So we're going to yank that over here. At home, guys, if you need a good calculator, I saw some people who are like jamming these numbers into Google. That's really not the best way to do it. Desmos is a whole lot better, and you can just type it in the same way, -5 minus 7, and it'll tell you -12. So that's how we get there, okay? Perfect. Go ahead, Leah. What would your next step be? So sorry, guys. I couldn't hear Leah over the chatter over there. Let's see if we can try that one more time. Leah, one more time. What did you do? Yeah, so since there's a secret multiply when there's no symbol, we divide both sides by 4. That's how I do my opposites and balance. I'm going to grab my calculator here. There it is. We're going to do -12 divided by 4. And I get -3. How many of us either got C equals -3 or we see how we got C equals -3 and aren't too alarmed? You guys doing okay out there? Okay, maybe a few places not so much. That's okay. We'll make sure we have a chance to talk about it, okay? So it's a game of opposites and balance, and if that doesn't work, guys, think about the story of the date. Let's see here. Nobody sits there. There we go. Cora, and this is Cora C. What would be your first step on number 2? Awesome. You're going to add 18 to get rid of your annoying sibling, and then you add 18 over here, -3 plus 18. I'm going to punch that right in here. -3 plus 18. That's 15. That gives me G over 5 equals 15. Really quick, before you actually tell me what your next step is, Cora, what did you get as your answer? That is the correct answer. But before we go over how you got that, I want to talk about this. Last period, guys, I asked a student what the answer was here, and they thought it was 3. Now, that is incorrect. That is not true. But when I say teach, I want you to say, okay, how do you think someone might have gotten 3, and how would you help that person understand that 3 is not the right answer? Teach! My wife loves this book. Hi. Do we have the answers for these already? Okay, let's get these down first, and then it'll be the first to go after that, okay? Let's get these taken care of. Let's get these settled real quick. Okay, hi, Kenzie. What can I do for you? Bingo. That's exactly right. Good job. Exactly. Yes. All right. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kenzie, what was the mistake that they made? Exactly. Since it's a game of opposites and balance, we need to multiply both sides by 5. And that's how we get Cora's original answer, which is correct, of 75. How many of us got G equals 75 or see how we got that and aren't too concerned? Great. I love it. Now, Vivian, let's see if you're correct. Was this the one you predicted was the worst of the level 3s or level 2s? It's true, they are. So, Vivian, what would be your first step here? Hey guys, I can't hear Vivian. Very good. Now, I'm not ashamed to go 0 minus 8 in my calculator. I'm pretty sure I know what that is. But there it is, -8. Now we know for sure. Now we know for sure that that's going to be -8. What does the other side say here, though, Vivian? What's left over after I've done that? Beautiful. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, so many people forget to drop that negative down when they do specifically something minus a fraction that can really mess them up. I like to take that negative and put it in the denominator because I get to pick if it's in the numerator or denominator or off to the side. Any of those are totally fine. So what was your next step, Vivian? Beautiful. And what is -8 times -3, Vivian? Positive 24. How many of us got T equals 24 for that or see how we got that and aren't too concerned? You guys doing okay out there? Beautiful. Excellent. Let's get to it, guys. It is the 39th day of school, so 39 is the smallest natural number that can be partitioned in 3 different ways that have the same product. What I mean is 25 plus 8 plus 6 is 39. 24 plus 10 plus 5 is 39. 20 plus 15 plus 4 is 39. That's what I mean by partitions. You could come up with, if I asked you to come up with like 8 partitions of 39, how many people here think that would be annoying, but they could do it? Yeah, good. But here's what makes them special. If instead of adding them, I multiply them, 25 times 8 times 6, that's 1,200. 24 times 10 times 5, that's 1,200. 20 times 15 times 4, that's 1,200. 39 is the smallest number that does that. It's National Moldy Cheese Day. Yay! Yeah, well, hold on. How many of you guys like blue cheese? Blue cheese. You know what I mean, blue cheese? Yeah. Guys, do you know what makes the blue cheese blue? Mold. And guys, it is delicious. And guys, a blue cheese bacon burger? Yes, please. It'll make your breath stink like crap, but it's really tasty stuff. It's really tasty stuff. Okay, let's see here. What is our first essential question up there? Can I get you in 5, 4? Here, just a second, Lucy. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Close it up. Half mass for me. We're getting there. Wait for it. I know you want to be done, but we have time. What is our first essential question? And I would love that from Adrina. Go ahead. What is our first essential question there? Yep, right up there in blue. Yeah, may we practice solving two-step equations. Oops, sorry. Showing opposites and balance as I go. Oops, I can't delete my shame. More on that in a minute. Showing opposites and balance as I go. Did anybody catch why Mr. Snyder would probably be pretty unhappy with me because of this essential question? Yes, can somebody tell me why Mr. Snyder would be unhappy with me if he saw this essential question on the board? Do you think you know, Claire? It didn't? Oh, I don't. Does he get mad about that? Does he not like the little and symbol? I hope. Well, if so, then I guess he'll be mad there. But I think I heard it coming over here from London. London, what do you think? Yeah, that is not an agreement of tense. I'm going to send you a dub coin for that, London. There we go. Your last name starts with a W, right? Awesome. I'll make sure I get there. Okay, board games. This fictional board game became a movie starring Robin Williams, which became a real board game, and that became a fictional video game in a movie with Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan. That is indeed Jumanji! Guys, how many of you have seen the old Jumanji with Robin Williams? Okay, who here's seen the new one with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Okay, which one's better, the old one or the new one? I heard both, guys. This might be a hot take. I think that the old Jumanji and the new Jumanji are such different movies that I don't think it's really fair to compare them, right? Like, it's kind of like, you know, what's a better movie? I don't know, The Avengers or, no, because those are at least the same genre, like fantasy. I'm thinking, like, what's a good drama movie? Like, what about Edward Scissorhands? No Edward Scissorhands fans out there? Yeah, there we go. Edward Scissorhands, so good. You guys, it's so sad. All right, and then Pictionary, pumpkin blank. Pumpkin spice is what we're... pumpkin burp. I love that answer, but I've never heard of a pumpkin burp. That sounds nasty, though. Like, could you imagine if somebody cursed you so that all your burps tasted like pumpkin? Good. Oh, okay. Well, how about this? They'll just a curse to make all your... What's the worst? I think maybe the worst burps in the universe are hot dog burps. Hot dog burps are nasty. Hot dog burps are nasty. Anyway, can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? I'm going to let you guys loose on this self-assessment in just a minute, but I did want to talk to you guys a little bit. So when we do our skill check, which I'm hoping is going to be next week, these are what your level 2 looks like, okay? So, but C equals -3, G equals 75, and T equals 24. That's only where half of your credit's going to come from. The other half is going to come from showing me the opposites and balance. Now, on your self-assessment, guys, I can't make you show the opposites and balance. Do you think maybe you should just for practice? Yes, I would say yes. Level 1s, in case you're curious, are just one-step equations. So, like, imagine that didn't have a +7. It just said 4C equals -12. It just said G over 5 equals 75. Or sorry, 15. It just said T over -3 equals -8. How many of us feel like we can handle those level 1s as well? Great. Okay. That being said, guys, here's a list of what I want you to do. When I say teach, you're going to say, okay, the first thing I want you to do is work on 4.1. That's our new self-assessment. If you finish that and you get a 4 out of 4, if you don't get a 4 out of 4, find your mistakes. Do it again. I'm giving you guys extra time today so that you can get a 4 out of 4 on that self-assessment. If you finish that, if you get a 4 out of 4 on that, then you can go ahead and make corrections to anything in Module 3. That's open for a long time. And then if you finish all of this, even though Module 2 technically died yesterday at 8 p.m., if you finish both of these and you make any corrections to your Module 2 skill check, I will take those. I will take those as long as you have a 4 out of 4 on 4.1 and a 3 or better on your Module 3 stuff, okay? That being said, guys, let's go ahead and get to it. 4.1, Module 3 corrections, and then Module 2 corrections if you make it that far. Go ahead and give that a try and teach. Let me go ahead and stop there real quick. On the skill check, you'll actually hand me your scratch paper. Like, this is my 7-8 compacted class.